Rebecca Carter, 38, adjusted her cotton blouse in the small bathroom of her mother's new bungalow, her hazel eyes catching a flicker of unease in the fogged mirror. The quiet dinner in the rural outskirts of Central Oregon wasn't her usual haven, but a need to reconnect with her mother, who'd moved here after retiring, had drawn her back. Growing up, Rebecca had been the introspective daughter, sketching dam designs in her notebook, dismissed by her mother as a dreamer with no practical future. Now, she was Major Rebecca Carter, U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, leading dam crisis response operations across the West, but her mother knew nothing of her rank. She'd come to share a meal and bridge the gap, not to reveal her world. The bungalow's dining room glowed with candlelight, the scent of roasted chicken mingling with the creak of a wooden table. Rebecca stepped in, her flats soft on the polished floor, her senses sharp from years of crisis leadership. Her mother, Evelyn Harper, 64, a retired accountant with a critical gaze, set plates with precise movements. Evelyn had always been loving but skeptical, her comments about Rebecca's impractical sketches cutting deep. Rebecca wasn't here to prove herself, just to find a moment of connection. "Rebecca, you're late," Evelyn said, slicing chicken, her tone sharp but soft. "Still lost in those notebooks? What do you do now? Draw plans that go nowhere?" Rebecca's fingers brushed her canvas bag, but her smile stayed steady. "I work in infrastructure planning," she said. "It's demanding." She'd risen from a scholarship student to a major, coordinating dam responses, but she kept that private. Evelyn sighed, pouring water.
"You wäre allweis so quiet, Rebecca.
"I told you you'd never amount to much with all that dreaming."
"WHY don't you share what's real?"
The words stung, echoing years of being seen as the aimless one. Rebecca sipped her water, her mind drifting. She'd nearly skipped the dinner, tempted to stay home with her designs, but a hope for understanding had pulled her here. Her smartwatch buzzed, a coded alert from Lieutenant Sarah Mitchell, her deputy, Dam Alert.
"Urgent. Stand by." Rebecca's Pulse quickened.
She'd planned a quiet evening, but her role in crisis response was relentless. She tapped a reply, "Sitrep?"
"No response yet."
Evelyn leaned forward, her voice softer but pointed.
"You're always so distant, Rebecca.
"Those sketches won't build a life."
Are you still chasing pipe dreams?"
Rebecca's cheeks warmed, but she kept her composure. "They're more than sketches, Mom," she said, opening her notebook to a dam reinforcement plan. She started to share a memory of a high school project, but Evelyn's eyes glazed over, her smile polite but dismissive. The moment felt heavy, her mother's misunderstanding a familiar ache. A low rumble shook the bungalow, the glasses trembling on the table. Evelyn frowned, glancing at the window. "Just a storm," she said, but Rebecca's instincts flared. She noted the exits, her body alert.
"The rumble deepend, a grinding sound from the river beyond."
This wasn't a storm, it was a dam straining, a crisis brewing. Evelyn's voice sharpened.
"Rebecca, you're drifting again.
If you're not here to connect, maybe leave. You're not helping with dinner." Her words cut, her skepticism echoing years of doubt. Rebecca stood, bag in hand, ready to check the river, when her smartwatch buzzed again, Mitchell's voice crackling, "Major Carter. Dam breach emergency, we need you." Before she could respond, sirens wailed across the valley, their piercing cry slicing through the dusk.
"The bungalow shook harder, dust falling from the ceiling."
Evelyn gasped, her plate slipping to the floor, shattering. "What's happening?" she whispered, her face pale. Rebecca's heart raced, but her posture shifted to command. She moved to the porch, Evelyn following, as the roar of a helicopter grew louder, its floodlights sweeping the yard.
A Black Hawk landed on the grassy drive, scattering leaves.
A soldier leapt out, his fatigues damp, and saluted sharply.
"Major Carter. The crisis awaits."
Evelyn froze, her jaw dropping. Rebecca set her bag down, her voice steel.
"What's the situation, Sergeant?" "Sergeant Daniel Walsh, 31, steht firm. Helicopters ready, ma'am."
Dam breach at the Columbia River, 25 miles west. Towns flooding, thousands at risk.
"Command needs you." Rebecca nodded, the dinner forgotten. "Let's move."
She followed Walsh to the chopper, Evelyn trailing to the porch, stunned. Evelyn's voice shaky, called out, "Rebecca?"
What's this?
Lieutenant Sarah Mitchell waited inside, her tablet flashing with dam data.
Ma'am, the Columbia River dam's cracking.
Milton's flooding, 4,000 residents at risk.
You raise a lead.
Rebecca climbed aboard, Mitchell beside her. As the chopper lifted off, the bungalow shrank below, Evelyn's silhouette stunned against the lamplight. The helicopter's radio crackled with urgent chatter. Rebecca donned a headset, Mitchell's voice clear. Breach started at 1800 hours.
Milton's got 4,000 at risk. Levees filing, Rots wäschet out.
We've got 100 responders, 4 Black Hawks, and FEMA ready.
Rebecca's mind locked into crisis mode.
She'd led flood responses, but dam breaches were sudden. Rushing water, trapped lives. Evelyn's dismissal, her stinging words, they dissolved. She was Major Carter, and lives depended on her. Mitchell handed her a tablet with dam maps. Milton's downtown is submerged, bridges out. Rescue teams and sandbag crews are ready. Rebecca studied the maps, zooming on Milton's flooded streets. Hazards. Fast currents, debris flows, power outages, Mitchell said. Shelters filling fast.
The chopper's blades thumped, the hills bluering below.
Rebecca's blouse was out of place. Get me fatigues at the ops center, she said. And a full brief on the dam. Mitchell nodded, sending orders. Rebecca's phone buzzed, her cousin, Ellen, 42, Rebecca, a helicopter?
What's happening?
She ignored it. The dinner was nothing, the crisis was everything. They approached the ops center, a field base 20 miles out, lit by generators. Rebecca disembarked, the air damp with rain. The base hummed.
The Black Hawks blades roaret trug the Oregon dusk, slicing over reinsogt hills toward the ops center, 20 miles west of Evelyn's bungalow.
The air was thick with the damp scent of mud, a stark reminder of the dam breach crisis flooding Milton. Major Rebecca Carter gripped her tablet, its screen glowing with dam stress data, flood maps, and thermal imaging of trapped residents. At 1830 hours, the Columbia River Dam's cracks had unleashed torrents, submerging Milton's downtown and endangering 4,000 lives. Roads were washed out, homes flooded, and panic was rising. Rebecca's role demanded she contain the breach and save every life before the water claimed more. The ops center, a sprawl of tents and heavy equipment in a muddy clearing, pulsed with urgency under generator-powered floodlights. Rebecca stepped out, her cotton blouse damp with rain, her hazel eyes scanning the scene. Engineers loaded sandbags, responders checked radios, and medics prepped trauma kits. Lieutenant Sarah Mitchell followed, her tablet flashing with real-time updates. Ma'am, Milton's downtown is under 6 feet of water. Levees are crumbling, and gas leaks are sparking fires. We've got 3 hours before the dam's main structure fails. Rebecca nodded, her mind locked into crisis mode. What's the status on assets? 4 Black Hawks for rescue, 100 responders with sandbag crews, FEMA on standby with supplies, Mitchell said. Local responders are overwhelmed, and evacuation routes are flooded. Rebecca studied the tablet, zooming in on Milton's submerged streets, where homes stood half-drowned. She'd managed chemical spills before, but this dam breach's ferocity, rushing water, debris flows, was relentless. Get me the fire chief and Milton's mayor, she said. We need ground truth.
Mitchell patched a radio call.
Fire Chief Alan Burke, 43, came through, his voice hoarse. Major, Milton's a disaster. Downtown's gone, fires spreading from gas leaks.
We got 1,200 trapped, no clear roads out.
Rebecca's jaw tightened.
Hold your lines, Chief.
We're sending air support and clearing paths. Stay in touch. She turned to Mitchell. Deploy 2 Black Hawks with rescue teams to Milton's downtown. Prioritize trapped residents. Get engineers to reinforce levees by 2000. Mitchell relayed orders, her fingers flying over her tablet. Rebecca moved to the main tent, where a digital map projected the flood's spread. Sergeant Daniel Walsh approached, his fatigues soaked with mud. Ma'am, choppers are airborne, but floodwaters are slowing ground teams. We've got reports of a school in Milton, 18 kids, 4 teachers, trapped in a flooded basement. Rebecca's heart lurched. Kids were her priority. Send a Black Hawk with a rescue team, she ordered. Pumps, thermal imaging. Ground team to clear a path. Walsh nodded, rushing to his radio. The map showed Milton's hills, water surging through streets. Rebecca's mind raced. She'd stabilized a bridge once, but this breach's scale was monstrous. Mitchell, she said, status on the dam? Engineers report cracks widening, Mitchell replied. Sandbags are slowing the breach, but pressure's building. We need more concrete. Rebecca nodded, her fingers brushing her blouse, a habit from high-pressure ops. Send a team with concrete, she said. And get a drone to monitor the dam's base. She grabbed her headset.
Black Hawk 1, this is Major Carter.
Status on downtown rescues. Approaching target, the pilot replied. Water's deep, but we're spotting heat signatures. Dropping teams now. Move fast, Rebecca said. Medics on standby. She turned to Mitchell. Get FEMA to set up a shelter outside Milton. Beds, water, generators. Mitchell nodded, dispatching orders.
Ensign Laura Evans, 29, Flagget her.
Ma'am, drone shows a nursing home in Milton. 15 residents, trapped by floodwaters, no road access. Rebecca's stomach knotted. Send a Black Hawk with medics, she ordered. Pumps, thermal imaging. Ground team to clear a path. Evans nodded, relaying orders. The drone feed showed Milton's downtown, water swallowing homes, gas pipes hissing. Rebecca's pulse steadied, she'd save them all. Burke, she said, status on the fires? Containing small blazes, Burke replied. But gas leaks are fueling spot fires. We need more foam. Rebecca nodded. Send a Black Hawk with foam to Milton's downtown, she said. Prioritize the school rescue. She checked her watch, 18:45. The flood was raging, but her team was relentless.
Evans Flagget her.
Ma'am, drone shows a stranded ambulance in Milton, 3 patients, blocked by floodwaters.
Rebecca's Brit kaukt.
Send a Black Hawk with medics, she ordered.
Rohextraktion, thermal imaging.
Ground team to clear a path. Evans relayed orders, and the feed showed the ambulance, patients inside, water lapping at the doors.
Mitchells voice code trug.
Ma'am, mayor reports 60% evacuation in Milton, but panics slowing buses. Dams holding, but cracks are critical. Rebecca's jaw clenched. Panic could derail everything. Send MPs to manage crowds, she said.
Non-lethal, keep roads open.
Mitchell sent the order, and Rebecca studied the feed, the school rescue underway. Medics pulling kids from water, 8 out.
Burke radioed.
Major, fires are under control, but we've got a collapsed library, 10 patrons trapped. Rebecca's heart raced. Send a Black Hawk with a rescue team, she ordered. Pumps, medics.
Clear a pass.
Burke confirmed, his crew racing to the site. The feed showed the nursing home rescue starting. Medics lowering ropes, residents climbing. Rebecca's pulse steadied, she'd save them all. Mitchell, she said, status on the school? 15 kids out, Mitchell replied. Teachers next. Pumps are working, but water's deep.
Rebecca exhaled. Keep it moving.
She turned to the map, noting Milton's shelter, crowded but holding. The dam was the linchpin, stability was life. Walsh, she said, status on the nursing home? 10 residents out, Walsh replied. Medics treating, safe at the shelter. Rebecca's shoulders eased. Rain lashed the ops center, its tents trembling under floodlights at 1900 hours. The dam breach crisis flooding Milton surged with relentless force, submerging downtown streets and threatening 4,000 lives. The school rescue was nearing completion with 15 of 18 kids and 3 of 4 teachers airlifted, and the nursing home had 10 of 15 residents safe, but new reports of trapped stragglers and a crumbling dam kept Major Rebecca Carter's focus razor-sharp. Her role demanded she hold the dam and save every life before the water swept the town away. The air was heavy with mud and diesel, engineers hauling sandbags through the downpour. Lieutenant Sarah Mitchell updated her, her voice taut through the rain's roar. Ma'am, Milton's shelter is holding 1,500 evacuees, but 20 new injuries, cuts, hypothermia, emerged from flooding. The ambulance rescue is complete, 3 patients safe. We've got reports of a community center in Milton. 12 evacuees, some injured, trapped by rising water. Rebecca nodded, her flight suit soaked, her hazel eyes locked on the digital map. Status on the school rescue? All kids out, Mitchell said, pointing to the drone feed. 1 teacher left, medics treating. Water's deep, slowing cranes. Relief surged, but Rebecca stayed sharp. Get that teacher to the shelter, she said. And update me on the dam. She studied her tablet, zooming in on the Columbia River Dam, its cracks glowing under floodlights, sandbags straining against the torrent. She'd managed chemical spills before, but this dam breaches chaos, rushing water, debris flows, was relentless. Sergeant Daniel Walsh approached, his fatigues drenched. Ma'am, engineers report dam cracks widening. Sandbags are holding, but pressure's building. We need more concrete to stabilize. Rebecca's jaw tightened. A full breach would drown Milton. Send another team with concrete, she ordered. And get a Black Hawk with foam to suppress gas leaks near the community center. Walsh nodded, rushing to his radio. The drone feed shifted to Milton's community center, water lapping at its doors, evacuees signaling from windows. Rebecca grabbed her headset. Black Hawk 2, this is Major Carter. Status on the community center. Approaching now, the pilot replied. Water's rising, but we're dropping medics and pumps. Move fast, Rebecca said. Medics on standby. She turned to Mitchell. Get FEMA to reinforce Milton's shelter with supplies, blankets, water, oxygen. Mitchell relayed orders, her tablet flashing. Ensign Laura Evans rushed up, her face tense. Ma'am, drone shows a gas station in Milton. Tanks leaking from flood pressure, fire risk high. Rebecca's heart lurched. Send a fire team to seal the tanks, she ordered. And get a Black Hawk with foam to support. Evans nodded, dispatching orders to Fire Chief Alan Burke's crew. The feed showed the gas station, water swirling around tanks, fumes rising. Rebecca adjusted her headset, her habit under pressure. Burke, she said, status on the fires? Spot fires contained, Burke replied. But gas leaks are fueling new ones. We need more foam. Rebecca nodded. Send a Black Hawk with foam to Milton's downtown, she said. Prioritize the community center. She checked her watch, 19:15. The flood was raging, but her team was relentless. Evans flagged her. Ma'am, drone shows a stranded delivery van in Milton, 2 drivers, trapped by floodwaters. Rebecca's breath caught. Send a Black Hawk with medics, she ordered. Rope extraction, thermal imaging. Ground team to clear a path. Evans relayed orders, and the feed showed the van, drivers waving through a submerged windshield. Mitchell's voice cut through. Ma'am, mayor reports 70% evacuation, but panics slowing buses. Dams holding, but cracks are critical. Rebecca's jaw clenched. Panic could derail everything. Send MPs to manage crowds, she said. Non-lethal, keep roads open. Mitchell sent the order, and Rebecca studied the feed, the school rescue wrapping up, the last teacher safe, medics treating. Burke radioed. Major, community center teams got 8 evacuees out. 4 left, trapped by water. Relief surged, but Rebecca stayed focused. Keep pumping, she said. Medics ready. She turned to the map, noting Milton's shelter, crowded but stable. The dam was the linchpin, stability was life. Walsh, she said, status on the nursing home? All 15 residents out, Walsh replied. Safe at the shelter, medics treating. Rebecca exhaled. Good. Get them oxygen. The feed showed the community center rescue progressing, 10 evacuees out. The gas station's tanks were being sealed, foam coating the area. Mitchell flagged her. Ma'am, engineers report dam cracks stabilizing. Concrete's helping, but we need more. Rebecca's pulse steadied. Send it, she said. And keep foam drops cycling. The feed showed the delivery van rescue starting. Medics lowering ropes, one driver out. Evans, she said, status on the community center? Last evacuees out, Evans replied. Safe, minor injuries. Rebecca's shoulders eased. Get them to the shelter. The ops center hummed, engineers hauling sandbags, medics distributing supplies. Evelyn's dismissal at the dinner, her stinging words, it was nothing. Lives were at stake. Walsh approached. Ma'am, gas stations secure.
No falles.
Shelters need more supplies. Rebecca nodded. FEMA's on it, she said. Distribute what we have. The feed showed the delivery van clear, drivers safe. The community center was empty, evacuees treated. The dam held, concrete piling up. Mitchell's voice came through. Ma'am, Mayor reports 80% evacuation. Roads are clearing, but we've got a collapsed diner, 6 patrons trapped. Rebecca's heart raced. Send a Black Hawk with a rescue team, she ordered. Pumps, medics. Clear a path. Mitchell relayed orders. The ops center thrummed with relentless urgency, its tents battered by rain under floodlights at 1945 hours. The dam breach crisis flooding Milton showed signs of strain, with 85% of the town's 4,000 residents evacuated. The school, nursing home, community center, ambulance, and delivery van rescues were complete, but the collapsed diner with 6 trapped patrons and the dam's widening cracks kept Major Rebecca Carter's focus razor-sharp. New reports of stranded stragglers and rising water levels demanded her full attention. Her role was to hold the dam and save every life before the flood consumed the town. Rain-soaked engineers hauled sandbags through the mud, their radios crackling with updates. Lieutenant Sarah Mitchell updated her, her voice steady despite the storm. Ma'am, Milton's shelter is holding 1,800 evacuees, with 15 new injuries, cuts, hypothermia, from flooding. The diner rescue is underway, 4 patrons out, 2 pinned. We've got reports of a stranded family in Milton's outskirts, 5 people, trapped in a flooded house. Rebecca nodded, her flight suit drenched, her hazel eyes locked on the digital map. Status on the dam? Cracks are holding, Mitchell said, pointing to the drone feed. Concrete's reinforcing, but water pressure's intense. Engineers need more sandbags to stabilize. Rebecca's jaw tightened. A full breach would drown Milton. Send another team with sandbags, she ordered. And get a Black Hawk with pumps to divert water near the diner. She studied her tablet, zooming in on the Columbia River Dam, its cracks glowing under floodlights, concrete straining against the torrent. She'd managed chemical spills before, but this dam breach's ferocity, rushing water, debris flows, was relentless. Sergeant Daniel Walsh approached, his fatigues soaked with mud. Ma'am, engineers report dam pressure spiking. Concrete's helping, but we need more pumps to ease the load. Fires are out, but spot fires could flare from gas leaks. Rebecca's heart raced. Send a Black Hawk with foam to suppress gas leaks near the family's house, she ordered. And get a pump team to the dam. Walsh nodded, rushing to his radio. The drone feed shifted to Milton's outskirts, where the family's house stood half-submerged, water lapping at its porch, residents signaling from a window. Rebecca grabbed her headset. Black Hawk 3, this is Major Carter. Status on the family. Approaching now, the pilot replied. Water's deep, but we're dropping medics and ropes. Move fast, Rebecca said. Medics on standby. She turned to Mitchell. Get FEMA to reinforce Milton's second shelter with supplies, blankets, food, oxygen. Mitchell relayed orders, her tablet flashing. Ensign Laura Evans rushed up, her face tense. Ma'am, drone shows a gas station in Milton. Tanks leaking from flood pressure, fire risk high. Rebecca's stomach knotted. Send a fire team to seal the tanks, she ordered. And get a Black Hawk with foam to support. Evans nodded, dispatching orders to Fire Chief Alan Burke's crew. The feed showed the gas station, water swirling around tanks, fumes rising. Rebecca adjusted her headset, her habit under pressure. Burke, she said, status on the diner? Last 2 patrons almost free, Burke replied. Medics treating, cranes clearing. Water's slowing us. Rebecca nodded. Keep pumping, she said. She checked her watch, 2000. The dam was holding, but the flood was relentless. Mitchell, she said, status on the family? 3 out, Mitchell replied. Medics treating, 2 left in the house. Rebecca exhaled. Get them to the shelter. She studied the map, noting Milton's shelter, crowded but stable. The dam was the linchpin, stability was life. Walsh, she said, status on the dam? Pumps are easing pressure, Walsh replied. Concrete's holding, but cracks are still a risk. Rebecca's pulse steadied. Send more concrete, she said. And keep pumps running. The feed showed the diner rescue wrapping up, all 6 patrons safe, medics treating injuries. The gas station's tanks were being sealed, foam coating the area. Evans flagged her. Ma'am, drone shows a stranded ambulance in Milton. 2 paramedics, 1 patient, trapped by floodwaters. Rebecca's heart raced. Send a Black Hawk with medics, she ordered. Rope extraction, thermal imaging. Ground team to clear a path. Evans relayed orders, and the feed showed the ambulance, water lapping at its doors, paramedics signaling. Mitchell's voice cut through. Ma'am, Mayor reports 90% evacuation. Roads are clearing, but panic's slowing buses. Rebecca's jaw clenched. Panic could derail everything. Send MPs to manage crowds, she ordered. Non-lethal, keep roads open. Mitchell sent the order, and Rebecca studied the feed, the family rescue progressing, 4 out, 1 to go. Burke radioed. Major, diners clear. Moving to the gas station. Relief surged, but Rebecca stayed focused. Seal those tanks, she said. She turned to the map, noting Milton's shelter, stable but packed. The dam's cracks were the priority. Walsh, she said, status on the family? All 5 out, Walsh replied. Safe at the shelter, medics treating. Rebecca's shoulders eased. Good. Get them oxygen. The feed showed the ambulance rescue starting, medics lowering ropes, 1 paramedic out. The gas station was secure, foam holding. Mitchell flagged her. Ma'am, engineers report dam cracks stabilizing. Pumps and concrete are working, but we need more. Rebecca nodded. Send it, she said. And keep foam drops cycling. The feed showed the family safe, the ambulance progressing, 2 out. Evans, she said, status on the ambulance? Last patient out, Evans replied. Safe, medics treating. Rebecca exhaled. Get them to the shelter. The ops center hummed, engineers hauling sandbags, medics distributing. The ops center pulsed with a hard-won calm, its tents bathed in the faint glow of floodlights at 2015 hours. The dam breach crisis flooding Milton teetered on the brink of resolution, with 98% of the town's 4,000 residents safely evacuated. The school, nursing home, community center, ambulance, delivery van, family, and diner rescues were complete, and the gas station's tanks were secured. Yet, the collapsed store with 4 trapped workers and the dam's fragile cracks kept Major Rebecca Carter's focus razor-sharp. Her role demanded she lock down the region, ensuring no lives were lost and the dam held firm against further surges. Rain pelted the tents, engineers hauling sandbags through the mud, their radios crackling with updates. Lieutenant Sarah Mitchell updated her, her voice steady despite exhaustion. Ma'am, Milton's shelter is holding 2,000 evacuees, with no new injuries reported. The store rescue is underway, 3 workers out, 1 pinned. Engineers confirm the dam's cracks are stable, but water pressure's still a risk. Rebecca nodded, her flight suit soaked, her hazel eyes locked on the digital map. Status on the store rescue? Cranes are clearing, Mitchell said, pointing to the drone feed. Last workers almost free, medics treating. Water's slowing us. Relief surged, but Rebecca stayed sharp. Get that worker to the shelter, she said. And update me on the dam. She studied her tablet, zooming in on the Columbia River Dam, its cracks fortified under floodlights, concrete holding against the torrent. She'd managed chemical spills before, but this dam breaches chaos, rushing water, debris flows, was relentless. Sergeant Daniel Walsh approached, his fatigues drenched. Ma'am, Dam's pressure is easing. Concrete and sandbags are holding, but we need more pumps to divert water. Rebecca's jaw tightened. A breach could still drown Milton. Send another pump team, she ordered. And get a Black Hawk with foam on standby for gas leaks. Walsh nodded, rushing to his radio. The drone feed showed the store, rubble parting as cranes lifted beams, the last worker nearly free. Rebecca grabbed her headset. Black Hawk 5, this is Major Carter. Status on the store. Workers out, the pilot replied. Medics treating, safe now. Rebecca exhaled. Get them to the shelter. She turned to Mitchell. Get FEMA to reinforce Milton's second shelter, beds, food, oxygen. Mitchell relayed orders, her tablet flashing. Ensign Laura Evans rushed up, her face tense. Ma'am, drone shows a gas leak in Milton's industrial zone. Pipes cracked by debris. Fire risk is low but present. Rebecca's heart lurched. Send a fire team to seal the leak, she ordered. And get a Black Hawk with foam to support. Evans nodded, dispatching orders to Fire Chief Alan Burke's crew. The feed showed the industrial zone, pipes hissing under rubble. Rebecca adjusted her headset, her habit under pressure. Burke, she said, status on the shelter? Stable, Burke replied. No new fires, ash cleared from roofs. Supplies are holding. Rebecca nodded. Keep eyes on the industrial zone. She checked her watch, 20:30. The dam was holding, but the store rescue was the final hurdle. Mitchell, she said, status on the store? All 4 workers safe, Mitchell replied. Medics treating, no serious injuries. Rebecca's shoulders eased. Good. Get them to the shelter. She studied the map, noting Milton's shelter, crowded but stable. The dam was the linchpin, stability was life. Walsh, she said, status on the dam? Pumps are diverting water, Walsh replied. Cracks are stable, concrete holding. Rebecca's pulse steadied. Keep pumps running, she said. And monitor for pressure spikes. The feed showed the store clear, workers safe. The gas leak was being sealed, foam coating the pipes. Mitchell flagged her. Ma'am, Mayor reports 99% evacuation. Roads are clear, buses moving. Rebecca exhaled. Open a 3rd shelter outside Milton, she said. FEMA to stock it. The ops center hummed, engineers dismantling barriers, medics distributing supplies. Evelyn's dismissal at the dinner, her stinging words, it was nothing. Lives were at stake. Evans approached. Ma'am, drone shows a stranded pickup truck in Milton, 2 residents, trapped by debris near the river. Rebecca's heart raced. Send a Black Hawk with medics, she ordered. Rope extraction, thermal imaging. Ground team to clear a path. Evans relayed orders, and the feed showed the truck, residents waving from the cab. Burke radioed. Major, gas leaks sealed.
No fires.
Shelters are calm. Rebecca nodded. Good. Keep eyes on the dam. The feed showed the pickup truck rescue starting, medics lowering ropes, 1 resident out. The store was clear, the gas leak contained. Mitchell's voice came through. Ma'am, engineers report dam fully stabilized. Pumps are holding, no new cracks. Rebecca's shoulders lifted, the weight easing. Keep monitoring, she said. And get me a final sweep for stragglers. The feed showed the pickup truck rescue wrapping up, both residents safe, medics treating. Evans flagged her. Ma'am, FEMA reports all shelters stocked. No new hazards. Floods contained. Rebecca stepped outside, dawn's grey light breaking through the rain. The ops center quieted, responders weary but proud. She turned to Mitchell, Walsh, and Evans. Your work saved thousands, she said, her voice firm but warm. This is your victory. Mitchell nodded, a faint smile breaking through. Walsh and Evans saluted, pride in their eyes. Rebecca climbed into a Humvee, the ops center fading behind. The flood was contained, Milton safe, no lives lost. Evelyn's dismissal was a ghost. Rebecca had faced her past in the crisis, saving thousands. The sunrise glowed faintly, a new day dawning. Major Cotter leaned back, her strength